Hi guys, welcome to Alex on Fly Fishing, and today we're at a local Syndicate water to myself, which is in the West Midlands. It consists of 150 members, so I'm quite fortunate to be on the members list. This fishery has two pools, a garden and reeking pool. The stock rainbows, brook trout as well as brown trout to an average size of about £3, some a little bit less. Today I'm going to be fishing two rod setup, floating line and a midge tip line consisting of an 18-foot leader on both, 3 flies, 3 buzzers. So let's get into it. Right guys, so here we are. This is the garden pool, which is pretty much unfishable now because of the weed growth that's happened the last couple of weeks. A lot of water has dropped off as well. Normally it's right up to the bank. It's a very picturesque place. Just looking in the catch book, just a lot of people are catching on buzzers. There is a couple of people here as well, so I wonder how they're getting on. If this was your first time here, how would you approach it? Let me know in the comments. So, I've chosen this one as my first couple of casts, with the wind coming off onto my right shoulder, pulling my buzzers round into the margin. So I've just seen a couple of fish move on this bank, so I'm hoping with a slow sweep of buzzers round might entice a couple to the buzzers. So looking at this pool, if this was your first time here after reviewing the catch book, what would be your approach? Is there anything that you'd do different to me? Fishing a team of 3 buzzers on an Airtec Nano midge tip line. So let me know in the comments. So here we go. Here's the first one to the buzzer. Let's wait the hands. Oh, and off it goes. That's the first one. Taken on one of Fulling Mill's size 12 buzzers. That's very, very welcome. That fish then was the lightest, subtlest takes I think I've ever felt. It was just as I was lifting off to recast, I realised I was hooked really. So I must have just taken it as that buzzer was coming up in the surface film. Yeah, that's a winner. Can open the beer now. Right. Nothing much has really happened. Fish just rose right in front there. So they are quite close to the top, which I'm quite surprised about. It's like fishing a loch in Ireland or Scotland with this chop that we've got going over the top. Oh, nice pull then. I was asking for wind channels earlier, and one's just formed right in front here. There seems to be one forming. So let's get a couple of draws over on this ledge, bring it up, see if we can cover that fish, which has just rose. I was going to wait for the wind to die down, but I can't see that happening. It's just behind him really. Oh, that sun's gone in now as well. Fish is just either rose or jumped there. If it was alright, it's pretty big. So, oh, there we go. That's well welcome. Just a slow lock up. Let's get him in. Oh, it's one of the Oh, Spartans. Fish just rose down here. He's all shaking his head now. This one's really not happy. A good little fish to fight these. Right, let's go in. Listen to that wind. This one has taken the second dropper. Give the camera a quick show. Look at that for a stunning fish. Barbless hooks as always. Straight in and out, a quick show. Look at that. Absolutely stunning. Wow. Talking of just casting it behind him, I think I was in the right space. To be fair. So, let's try that one again. Just bringing those flies down on this ledge where I've seen a couple of fish now. Just cruising that margin. And what I'm going to do is just bring it up onto the hang. Oh, there's a tangle. That's the problem with fishing in this wind that we've got today. It's just where the two droppers linked. There we go. Let's give that a cast out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fish the other way now, into that margin, put it out there, let it swing in, and I'm going to cover that bank as well as this corner margin down here. This is my 10-foot Airtec Nano, bit of an old rod now, but I can't fault them. This one I've just brought off eBay. Trying to match my 9'6" one, but I thought I'd give the 10-foot a go, and it's performs extremely well when paired with a midge tip line. There's a few fish moving down this margin here. Some fish, two fish just moving down there. See if I can drop the flies on over into the path that they were going in. I'd much prefer to be fishing this upwind than straight line buzzering it back. Well, all I'm doing is just keeping in contact with these flies. There he is, just move there. Get it up on the dangle, on the hang. Yeah, no. Oh, there's fish just there. Two fish just down here. Bring these could do with a bit more line in the water. Just a big concern about fishing into this wind. Let me flick this, bosh. There we go. It's a good sign that these swallows are feeding off the water. Sign that there's been a hatch. Ooh, fish just turned on it then. There's a few fish holding down there. Don't want to go in for a change of fly just yet. see what we can get. We're definitely cruising this margin. Definitely cruising just up here. There's a lot of weed growth in here. Oh, the fish just on my flies there. Speed up that retrieve. Bit unnatural, but nope. Right, let's chuck a larger cast out into the middle. Don't want to be casting any further than that at the moment. Not with this wind. It's due to drop around 6. So the time now is 5:30. So, right. Fish this one in and I'll get back to you. Here we go again. One more to the buzzers. Just letting it come round ever so slowly in this chop. What's that taking? It's the first dropper. It's on the cruncher. It's another Spartic. Top dropper. I might have to swap this cast out onto the floating line. Oh. Oh, there he is. There we go. In the top scissors. Nearly. So I think as this wind starts to drop now, we're going to see the fish closer, closer to the surface. So all I did with that one then is let it swing round, but kept it in the top. Just this line. Kept in the top, say top 12 inches of the water. So that's 3 to the net now. By fishing across the wind. Still in 2 minds whether to switch out to the floater with a damsel and 2 buzzers. A bit unsure at the moment. That was a nice one. That was a big one. Right, let's get another cast out. So this is an example of what I'm doing. Is I'm keeping a nice bow in the line. So my flies are probably out here-ish, just in that wind channel. Then a real slow figure of 8 retrieve just to keep in contact. Then the aim of the game is it all just locks up. So this is where we're in the danger zone now. Is there's a lot of fish feeding on this ledge, But because of this meat tip, as it comes up, it's just catching the weed on the bottom as it is there, look. So check there for your weed. Yep. Let's get a nice box cast over there. What a lovely place this is. It is very scenic, but the water level's really dropped off here. You should be fishing from up on this bit here. Those clouds look a bit dangerous as well. I want to be caught out in the rain. So real slow. Slow figure of eight. Just with the odd pause, just to let those flies settle back down. Then as you retrieve, you'll be bringing the flies up in the surface, then back down as you stop. So as a buzzer comes, it comes from the top, from the bottom to the top, hatches into those little annoying creatures that get in your ears. This is the danger zone now. Bring that draw. Yeah, I'm going to give the floating line a go, I think. If we give this one more cast out, let's get a nice long line out. There's the whole. Look how lovely and straight that's landed. Right, let me get this one in. Right, switched it out to the floater. Got the damsel on the point. Then two buzzers on the drop. This was a tactic I actually got out of Fly Fishing and Fly Time magazine, the latest copy, which would be June. Is it a June copy or May? So I'm quite intrigued to see how it performs. Really, be nice to get a few fish to the buzzer on this instead of the damsel. So let's see how this goes. This is the new Airflo taper line, and I tell you, it does build up some line speed through the rod, which may work in combating this wind a little. Let's give it a cast. Yeah, that's spot on. That is. What I like is two-tone. I went for the sage and brown. Just especially on water like this where the fish are close in. Do feel where a bright coloured orange and white line, for example, would make the fish a bit wary and a bit spooky, especially casting out a long line. The swallows are now feeding. Would be nice if we can get some dry fly action later on. The wind's dropped, but not dropped as much as I would like, really, to be able to turn around and get a cast into the wind. Just think with these 18-foot casts that I've got going, the last thing I want to do is it fold in on itself and get myself in a tangle. I'm hoping for the wind to drop as well, so I can get some drone footage. Give you guys a little bird's eye view of where I'm fishing. because fishing down on these banks here isn't giving you the best example of where I'm actually fishing. So let's give this a couple of casts. Just leave in the comments, guys, what you would be doing if you were here now. First time to the water. I've fished this water many times. The last time I was a member here was over 10 years ago. Then I parted with joining membership water. Fished at Eladine a fair bit, and I got into a real chokehold with rivers. Really, I am a big river fisherman. Love the Severn in Wales. Fished that a fair few times with a couple of friends, so I'm hoping to get some videos of that in the near future. But with the warm weather that we've been having, is the rivers have been on its knees really. There's been no water on there. I was there a few weeks back, and the river that I fished quite regularly was unrecognisable really. There was no water, and we spent the whole day looking for deep pools to run either nymphs through, or we were spotting rising fish and fishing for those. So what technique would you be using now if you were stood on the bank with me? What would your go-to setup be? Would you be on the dries, on the intermediates, sinkers, or following my footsteps on a 3-fly buzzer cast? Let me know in the comments. Right, gonna have a little move around, I think. Normally this back bit here holds a good few fish. So now that wind's starting to drop, I'm going to give this little bay a go in here. See what I can get. I might start off with the buzzers first. I couldn't really see what the weed condition was like on the way round, because the chop was just all over the place. So, oh yeah, the weed is quite bad in this corner. Well, I'm going to give it a few casts down here anyway. Let's give this graze line a proper chuck. Oh, there's a good rise there then. It's a good rise. So let's chuck that down, drop the bag, and let's give it a go. There we go. A fish on. The one we've got here. Ooh, he's going to be landing it. Luckily, I think it's taken the point fly. Just let me grab that net. So what I might have to do is try and bring him round this way, because we've got a nice deep pull here. Ooh, don't get near those weeds. Feels a good fighting fish, this. Fish just rose just there. Oh no, yeah, that's right. See if we can get him to the net. Let's buy myself a few more inches. go. That seems an older fish. Nice size. Spat the hook already. Ooh. Give the camera a quick shot. It's all caught. It's all caught up in the leader now. Nice fish. Let's get him back. And that's the size of fish this corner tends to hold. If it was bigger fish that have been in here a little longer than the rest. So that's what it's taken on. Lovely. So what I'm going to do is fish in again. Just keeping in contact with it. Wind's really starting to pick up. Right, let's see if we can get... Oh, nearly end up in the tree. Let's get it out there. That's where we want to be. I am tempted to move around this side here. And have a go over there, just see if I can get out of this rough wind. But what I might do is fish into this corner, but from the other side over there. That's got to be my plan, because I know fish do like to hug this bank here. This is my preferred way of fishing, buzzers, into the wind and just keeping this slack tight as the wind pulls them in. Right, let's try a bit further out. Out there, that's it. Let's give that a go. The only one here now. Seems a waste of it all by myself today, really. Sunday. What time is it there? 7:20. Still light. Just hoping as we go into the evening that wind starts to die off. And that rain seems to stay away, which I can feel a bit in the air now. Wait and see. We'll wait and see. Well, there it is. I wasn't fortunate enough to beat the rain. I'm getting it from all angles. Some big spots coming down now. What I'm hoping is this might freshen. Just freshen it up a little. So I've had 3 from over there, then 1 from over in this corner here. Now I've just walked around the far side to try and get out of the wind a little. And see what there is just a little bit further out. Oh no, the sun's starting to come out. Just shows how lovely and clear the water is though. I really hope this wind does drop. Oh, there we go. Two slow takes. Oh, and off he comes. Still got all flies. An LDR, long distance release. Saves me get the net wet anyway, so. If you were fishing these flat calm areas, what would your approach be? Normally I like to just hold some nymphs just below the surface, but I think with this midge tip it's just bringing them down a bit too far. So what I might do is put a foam arse blub on just to keep the two buzzers just that little bit higher. The bonus for today though, especially with this cast, I've caught on all three flies now. So that is a bonus. I had some good fun about 2 weeks ago here. I was fishing this corner, these banks were lined with about 5 or 6 guys. And I came into this corner, I was fishing a little foam beetle. And it was literally every cast. I just saw, just in the margins here, there was a little, it was like a little oil slick beetle. I tried to match it as best as I could. And that's what the closest thing I had was this little, it was from Craig Barr's flies, flash attack flies is where I got the pattern from. And for how many fish I landed, the quality of the flies was top notch. They're still good for many more fish to come. Got a bit of a change of plan. As I've been saying, there's been many fish just rising in this little bay really. So what I've done, I've set up my little beetle that I was having some fun on here with the other week. I've lowered my tippet to a 5.5 pound break. Degreased it. Oh, I've just had a refusal on that then. Put it a bit further out. There's definitely something hatching around here. Of how confidently they were feeding. The fish here are really picky when it comes to dry flies on the top. Let's get one closer into this margin here. But as soon as you get the right fly, the right size, you can really have some fun here. This is my preferred way of fishing, is the dry fly. I've had some good fun here with a 5-weight rod. It's just moved down. It's a bit of a problem that I left my net up there. That's the only problem that we could really face it. Right now, what I like to do with dry flies is continuously search the water But I cast, pick up, cast, pick up, cast, pick up. And every time a fish does rise like that over there, I'm marking the spots. I need to go back and have a look what little buzzers I've got. Oh, just missed him. Just as I was reading him to move, up he came. Typical. See if he'll take it again from there. Very much doubt it, but my next approach from this is back to the midge tip, but with the booby on the point. Keep the flies up and just fish under the surface. Right, gone with. Oh, let's drop my king. Oh, a little top hat buzzer, sugar cube buzzer, whatever people choose to call them. Let me show you. I've just had a little rise to it then as I've just put it out to so this is it. Little sugar cube or top hats. What I always like to do though is just kink that foam just to keep that sitting proud in the water so I can see it. You just got to be very careful you don't get it on that first inch of nylon. There we go. Oh, I can see him. Right. There's a fish just rose there. If we try and cover that. There you go. And one rise is just there. Oh, snap me. He's literally just taken the lot. Oh no, he hasn't. He's taken a fly. So, there's a fish out there with a new lip ring. Let's give that another go. Dodgy knots. Oh, there we go. There we go. Just locked up. Let's get all this out. Let's get this in. Because I've left my net over. Oh, 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 oh. Over here. Yeah, this one's not happy. He's really not happy. Dig him. That's what I like about these Airtec Nanos. You really do feel everything through the blank. This one. Oh, hang on, I've got two fish on. Got two. There's the first. There's the first. Oh, I've broke me on that one. But hopefully you all saw that. There was two fish. Oh, come here. Nice rainbow. I'd like to know whether, when I hooked that other one, honestly, there he is. Right, let's see what mess I'm in here now. So let's go over to the bag. So there's the dropper. Where's the point? There's the point. Right, let's get that blob back on. This was the pattern in question. One of these. To make sure I crush the barb down. Right, I'll tie this on and I'll get back with it. Gonna call this the last couple of casts, I think. Oh. I do want to get out of here before the light drops really. Get packed up. But there is fish just moving everywhere. Oh, let go of the line. The problem here is you've got these bushes behind. That's better. I think with that double fish I should have probably hooked, I should have probably netted the point fly fish first, then the dropper fish. Maybe that's where I went wrong. Has that happened to you guys before? Is that just once in a blue moon type of thing? That's the first time it's ever happened to me. They're all popping up now. This next cast I'm going to go a bit further in front of me. I've just got to try to keep the flies out those weeds. There we go, and one more. Just got to be careful of these weeds around here. Alright, there's fish moving. Oh man, the trees. Right guys, that's a wrap. A successful evening to be fair. Fishing buzzers. What I'm more happy is that we caught on all three flies on the meter tip. We had a little play around with some dry flies as well. So, successful evening. If there is anything that you want to see in the coming future, please drop it in the comments below. I'm new to all of this. What I need is your guys' feedback on what you want to watch. I've got over 11 years worth of experience within fly fishing, whether that be small still waters, large reservoirs, as well as rivers and streams. If there's anything that you want to see, please drop it in the comment. Don't forget to subscribe, and ding dong that bell. Thank you.